Okay, I let the dogs out, but I wanted to jump back on real quick because it can happen in 1 second. You can connect to yourself in 1 second. It doesn't take a lot. I don't think. I mean, like I've talked about before, it was just like it was so automatic to me. I didn't ever question it. So, there's probably is people who can talk about, like, if you're having problems connecting, that there's probably people out there that have had more of a problem and can give you more ideas and stuff like that. I can give you ideas of communication and learning how to translate your communication. I can keep telling you they're out there. They're all around you. They're communicating to you all the time. I can keep telling you that this world is an illusion, that this isn't real, that you are wrapped up in it because you're having a three-dimensional experience. And a three-dimensional experience just isn't this little experience you're going through. Three-dimensional experience is like a millennium of experiences, of incarnations over and over and over in a cycle of expansion and learning and development. So, all of those souls that have been very caught up in that system, that this is that opportunity to awaken, to graduate out of that system. But in the awakening, you have to question yourself. You have to look at yourself, and it can be quick of turning yourself to all of a sudden realize like something's in there. Most people have built walls. They've built like everything to protect their soul, because early on in their lives, their soul got wounded, and the easiest thing they could do was just build a fortress around it. But now it's time to take down the walls and to find that, the sleeping princess inside and bring her out and give her a kiss and develop her, because this is that opportunity on this existence at this time, And so when you do get her out and you do acknowledge her, and you give her that kiss and you say, oh, I found you. Now I want to listen to you. I want to be a part of your life. I want to expand with you. Then it starts like a journey of expansion, of enlightenment. It's not an overnight success. Like, you don't just flip the switch and suddenly you're like, oh, I'm enlightened. Now I know it all and everything. It's a process. So you have to just get to that point to want to understand yourself. Get to that point of wanting to understand your soul and to live from that world, that perspective, rather than the perspective of the what I hear, see, and feel, because it's being manipulated. So that's why it's important to also break free of it, because it's not really you. It is how you are being developed by them, is who you are in this life right now. And I'm sure that all has to do with, was on purpose to get to that development, so you had that opportunity to see what it was you were breaking free from. But, the whole thing is you have to start questioning yourself about why you do things. Like, the thing about people wanting to film people in crisis is so disturbing. And, I was, the other day, these women, there's this dog in the neighborhood, and its name is Raina, I think. And these people are constantly out yelling, Raina. This dog's always running away and all sorts of stuff. And they're always outside screaming and yelling about it. And they're blocks away, and I can hear them. And they don't have apparently they have no fenced yard for their dog at all. And they just let their dog go out willy-nilly and just let it run free and then just scream and yell all the time. But these, and the person across the street, they have this really, really old, big, mean dog that stays outside. And I don't know, because that neighbor over here with the gate issues, her dog, of course, got out after I kept saying, but I'm a liar. But her dog had gotten out and went over there and got his ass kicked and had to go get surgery from that dog. But this dog also is much smaller, and he goes running into there. So I don't know all of the stuff. I was just seeing it out the window. But these extremely, extremely large women, I would say 400 plus, big women, out there chasing this dog around, and falling down, and it was like a clown show. And then eventually somebody went and got a car and pulled up and kept trying to call this dog over there. This dog was like as fast as a whippet, like it was Jack Russell. I don't know what this dog was. It was just toying with them. It was just playing and having fun. And they're like trying to jump on it and falling. I mean, this was crazy. Like I could have totally went out there and filmed that, and it would have went viral, just because people like to make fun of people. People like to watch people do stupid shit. And they're falling down and stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking, why has nobody just got a treat? As soon as, if Stella's gotten out 2 times, immediately, every time, it's like, get a treat. That's all you got to do. Get a treat. They'll come for a treat. Unless it's like my daughter's husky, or my other daughter's lab, who's gotten out. They just dart. They just take off running so fast. They're blocks away before they've even had a thought like, oh, I'm out of the yard. They're just on the move. Just out there. A lot of them end up hitting into something too, getting killed. But anyways, so when you get to this point of questioning yourself, don't be caught up in there's so much about expectation. There's so much about people putting so much on themselves and always disappointing themselves. Don't. Even if you are not in line, for ascension right now, and you don't even get the stuff that people are talking about, and, probably would never even come into your reality if you were not even ready for it. If it's coming into your reality, I would say it's your higher self. Your soul is pulling that in, because your soul is like, come on, snap out of it. Come on, we're ready for this. Let's go. But, this is deep mind control. What's going on? It's scary. And I see why there were so many souls that were, when you see this part of what's happening, then you get it. Like, no wonder the call went out. Like if you listen to Dolores Gannon, and she said the call went out a long time ago. The call went out across the universe that we need souls to come here. We've got to save the humans. Everybody's got to come. And all these souls came from all over the place to come. And they came in 3 different waves. And the first wave was when I was born, and came in to make changes. And I could see that. But I didn't hear about this stuff that she was saying until way, way longer. But like when I came in, I said, like, I was plopped down in this place where there was all this racism and stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. What are they talking? Like, can't they see that this is just a shell? This isn't the soul. Like, what is wrong with these people? And, we came in, the people who came in the first wave came in to bring a certain kind of clarity, a mindset. There was a huge shift in humanity during that time. Then the next wave came in, and I can't remember all the stuff. You can go in and listen to her. She talks about it. There's a lot of people who talk about the 3 waves. You can find so much information about the 3 waves of souls that came in, and how it's all been orchestrated and stuff. The second wave came in for a certain thing, and then we have the third wave that's coming in there, the younger ones, and they are about moving us into a different direction. And I'm not talking about these people who are, I don't know, the genderless. I'm not talking about, that's not the direction we're going. That's the direction of the controllers. That's what they want. They want genderless. They want people to not be able to procreate. They want it all done in a lab. So they're taking humanity in that direction. You have to want to pull out of that direction. You want to connect. If you are confused about your gender or any of that stuff, connect inside of here. People have gotten their health in a tragic position at this point. People are so unhealthy and have just surrendered their health to Big Pharma. You know, it's taking ownership of that, taking ownership of your health, taking ownership of this avatar, you know, recognizing that chemicals are bad for your body. They're chemicals. You need, it's not just organic. They came up with organic, which they still put chemicals on it. You know what's crazy is because I think my generation was the first generation that was fed processed food, that they were told like, oh yeah, we got the instant food now, we got the quick food, because we got women now, they're leaving the house, they're on the go. We got to just provide this instant food. And besides, that's what the astronauts eat, the astronaut food. You know, it's when they moved us from orange juice into Tang. Everything was powders and processed food, you know, and that was their shift to, you know, this lab created food that they are doing, this development of these chemicals that they are using on us. And the thing is that they haven't even mastered this, you know. I mean, we're just lab rats. And I feel it. I have got so many aches and pains and, you know, the joint pains and the snaps and stuff like that. You know, it shouldn't be like that. Those are chemicals, my body's reaction to poisons and stuff. So anyways, it's all of the things is all part of the development of yourself. So first you got to trigger what's on. Then you have to start understanding more about yourself. Then you have to start taking control of what's out of control in your life. Taking that control and being connected. That is how you move towards enlightenment. So Stella's back. Okay. Anyways, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.